one way in, no way out. It's an old cliche, but it's a very simple plot for many great films. All the Mad Max sequels, and especially Fury Road, where they basically drive in one direction, take a left turn, and then drive back to where they came from. Escape from New York, Logan's Run. There's a paradise that you're trying to reach, and when you get there, it's all mesh and lace. So you fight your way back to where you came from, to tear down the people who spun the myths that you've fallen for. The kung fu version of this is Shaolin Mantis, one of 3 masterful Shaw Brothers films about marriage, along with Heroes of the East, my personal favorite, and the only Shaw Brothers martial arts film where nobody dies, and Executioners from Shaolin. Wow, that's a David Chiang, Gordon Liu, and Chin Quan Tai trifecta, each plagued with a problematic wife. David Chiang stars in this movie as an agent of the Qing government, and already you know things are going to get wonky since the Qing dynasty is invariably evil in Chinese films. He's sent to infiltrate a family of kung fu masters and falls in love with the family's daughter, played by Cecilia Huang. I don't want to spoil the movie's ending, but I will say that it flips the entire story on its head. When he decides that it's time to escape, he and his wife fight their way through the various uncles in the family patriarch, played by the great Lau Kar-wing, whose legendary brother Lau Kar-lung directed the film. Both men were devotees of realistic fighting styles, and the movie is packed with strong martial artists, including a flash cameo by Gordon Liu and Norman Chu from 36 Chamber. As I've said before, the throwaway of top-tier talent is an amazing part of the old studio system. Lily Lee, as the mother-in-law, joins them for a series of polite but fierce fights, until everything turns tragic. Once he's escaped, Chiang is inspired by the praying mantis to invent a new kung fu style and marches back into the mansion, defeating all of the kung fu masters in retribution for his wife and mother-in-law's deaths. The legendary Wang Lang actually invented the northern mantis style in either the Song or the Ming dynasties, so switching this to be a Qing dynasty tale is shorthand. The hero is really the villain. The movie's obviously not preoccupied with historical verity so much as telling a compelling story. It's a movie, just savor the choreography and the ruthless logic of it. David Chiang is very much an actor's actor. His major charm is, well, his charm. Choosing this slightly built actor works for the Northern Mantis style. He plays the romantic lead excellently, but the film's title may be a little misleading for someone interested in forms. I joked recently about the hokiness of David Chiang's Shaolin handlock, and this movie's title implies it's going to be singularly focused on forms, Northern Mantis in particular. But the movie actually works on a different level. My colleagues, who are more knowledgeable about these things than I am, and the actual gong fu of kung fu, would surely have plenty to say on this topic, but I'm a movie critic and I'm not an athlete, so I'm going to stick to what I know. Shaolin Mantis thrives because the hook isn't the point. It works because of the irresistible logic of that one way in, no way out, and then the sudden twist ending. The various uncles and the mother-in-law bow out as Wang Lang fights his way to freedom, but when he returns to the mansion, it's duels to the death all the way. 2 women in his life have died at the hands of their own clan leader, and there will be blood. Wang Lang's love and sincerity grant him revenge, but unfortunately, he's fighting on the wrong side of history, according to the Han at least. This is a mean, tight film that ranks up there with Vengeance on David Chiang's filmography. Sometimes simple is best.